Alright guys, good morning. Let's get over to Publix. Lily is now out of school entirely. It is summer break. So yeah, let's get over to Publix. Let's figure out what's for dinner. Let's get going. Good morning. It is Thursday, May 28th, 2026. And it is time to go ahead, get over to Publix, get the girls dinner. I am working again 10:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. in the north parking garage this time. So yeah, let's go over to Publix and let's get dinner. Let's get going. Alright guys, let's go into Publix and let's get dinner. Alright, Sunny's barbecue sauce to go with the chicken legs that are actually at home. There we go. And we'll get like a Nor pasta side for them that they like. Alright, here we go. Nor, cheddar, broccoli, pasta sides. Honestly, pretty good for them, and not a bad price either. And of course, Keurig does not want to work. Alright, not bad. I put it on intense. I went ahead, also put it on warm. And 12 ounces. Pretty good. Not the best, but not the worst. Alright. So, right now, my back is still killing me from last night. And so is my upper area right in here. Man, that parking garage, that took a little bit more from me than what I anticipated. Today, yes, we are going back and we are going to be doing North 4. So basically, that's the North parking garage, and that's level 4. That's King Kong, Jurassic, and Jaws. So that garage, that level. And essentially, it's the one right below rideshare. So what will happen is, like, when it starts to rain, it's funny. Everyone will just crowd on level 4 and wait for their rideshare vehicle before going up to the top floor, because there is no coverage at all. It's just open air with a tiny overhang. But yeah, today we get to go back over there. Now, to talk about something else. Something that I'm not too happy about, to be honest. So, yesterday I found something out that was pretty interesting, mind you. That, let's just say, you had 2 employees that did superb work and always showed up on time, did everything right, and never skipped a day. You would think they would get the same raise. However, let's just say that the first employee went ahead and gave out these points that the company issues out that you can give thanks to other employees. Well, now they are going to get a better raise than employee B. So yeah, I found that out yesterday, and here's the kicker. I was never told about this. Okay, not from any supervisor, not from anybody. And here I am going, okay, so now I'm going to be dinged come July on my evaluation because I didn't give out these points. Something that I wasn't even made aware of. And it's frustrating because, like, I go there and I work hard. I do what I need to. And I thought that's enough to go ahead and get a proper raise. And from what I can tell so far, it's like 43 cents to about 63 cents for the range. But because I didn't give out those points, I don't get the higher end. No, I get the lower end. I think that's just so freaking messed up. It's unbelievable. But let's go ahead. Let's enjoy some coffee. Let's just eat, relax a bit, And then we gotta get over there. There we go. Coffee, bagel, blueberries, and egg. Let's go and eat. Let's enjoy. And then start getting ready to go off to work. There we go. Alright guys, let's go ahead and let's get going over to work. Alright guys, it is 9:42 and we are now on our way over to work. Now, there is going to be some bad to today. So from what I can tell on the weather already, it's supposed to rain today. Now, why that's bad is because, yes, it gives you a little bit of refreshing for a moment. But the problem is that after it's done raining in Florida, it becomes a hot, steamy area. And with me being in that concrete building like that, yeah, it'll be like being in a steam oven. Yeah, so that honestly is gonna suck a bit. But you know what? We're gonna push through today. We're gonna get through it. And then we're gonna go on from there. But we're gonna work hard at figuring things out, getting a couple of plans together, and seeing what else can be achieved. Because honestly, with the whole race thing, I didn't know what to expect. Because honestly, my last job, you got a lot more than just 43 cents an hour as a raise. You got like actual dollars worth. Going from like $16 to $25 at my dealership job, and even over here we got a lot better increase. And on top of that, we were also changed over from salary to hourly, which made it that we were eligible for overtime. So that was another plus at my former job too. I don't know. Just a lot has to change, because really, everything inside me is telling me that this isn't working. And that I gotta figure out a change in it. That's for sure. So I think what I'm gonna do is start hitting back on the search, seeing what actually is available. Not just remote jobs, but also even Orlando tech jobs. See if anything is available there. Check with the school district, see if anything is available there too. I saw some stuff, but there really wasn't much there. And if you're wondering, well, what about Universal? They're basically hiring for advanced software engineers. People that already have portfolios, that have graduated from college, all that good stuff. So that is my biggest part right there that I need to work on. But every part of me is having an issue right now. It's unbelievable. Whether it's the back that's killing me. Last night my head was hurting so bad I couldn't even sleep hardly.
Like and subscribe.
And then on top of that, my only other issue, I gotta admit, as much as that I love the Mustang, there's just one big part of it that I just don't like. And honestly, that's still owing a debt to someone over it. That it can be taken away at any time. That's my only other issue. And with the financial burden, with all the physical issues that are going on and everything else combined, it really does weigh you down at times. And it makes things very difficult to deal with. That's why what I'm doing is any refunds that I get from college, I'm doing what I can to go ahead and keep that money aside, because if we don't need it for a moving expense and we can stay there another year, then I can go ahead and put that toward a car that is basically paid off, let Tiffany take over this one. And yes, while we still have a payment on this one, if the worst case scenario ever happened, at least we would have a vehicle. That is my goal. Because really, I hate owing money to a finance company for a vehicle. It's just one of my biggest things. I don't know why, but when the Focus was paid off, it was the happiest day of my life. Knowing that vehicle could not be taken. And one of the things that I guess I still regret about the whole car shopping experience when it came to this is that I saw a Ford Escape, a new one. It was a demo model, so it had a little bit of miles on it, like 1,000. But anyway, it was for like $26,000, and I was thinking, okay, so it's $4,000 cheaper.
Navigation is not...
But it's $4,000 cheaper, which means that I can go ahead and cut out the Focus from the deal and then go ahead and have a backup car that I can get repaired down the line. I'm getting the transmission work done on it. And the salesman was so insistent that couldn't be done, that no, you couldn't swap to another vehicle. And it was like, and I think that's why I feel like I'm just not fully satisfied with this one. That's my biggest complaint. And I think my only other problem is just when it comes to the mental part of it all, is that I go to a job where every few days you have supervisors that are telling you that if you can't do this, you're going to be terminated. If you can't do that, you're going to be terminated. So if I can't work past 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock a.m., I could be terminated. So when you're being told that constantly, it just weighs you down even more mentally. And then you got all this going on. And that's why I think I look forward to the idea of saving up some money and just buying a used car that I know is going to be mine no matter what happens. And then going from there. Plus, not to mention, I know that Tiffany loves driving this more, which is also why I wanted to go ahead and give it to her. To go ahead and keep it and then just keep making the payments on it. Because I know she loves driving it when she can. But for me, I didn't fully make that whole connection with the car yet. And that's the thing too, is that when you buy a car, you go ahead and you make a connection with it. You go on trips, you do things together. And then over time, it just becomes like an extension of you. For me, this one hasn't become that yet. And it's weird. The Focus, that one was. But this one just hasn't yet. But for now, let's get over to work. Let's go get today done. Take tomorrow off to go ahead and just collect my thoughts. I don't even think I'm going to be going out anywhere tomorrow. And then we can just go from there. But let's go ahead and let's just do that. Let's get going. All right, guys, we have 3 minutes. Let's go and let's get downstairs and then let's get up to the 4th floor. All right, guys, it is now 6:58 and it is time to get out of here. Today was just one of those horrible, horrendous days that you never think will end and just dragged on forever. Ugh. Yes, today I was North 4. However, before I got to do that, we had to go ahead, me and 2 other guys, move a ton of barricades from the 3rd level. So that was fun. Then after we were done doing that, that took about an hour to do. Then we were put up to our floor. So one of them went over to South Garage. I went up to my North Garage post. And then basically it was time to take a break already. Yeah, it was already time for the breaker to come up. It was like, oh, right, I just started, but okay. But yeah, and that was all fine. So I did that, came back, went ahead, helped with getting 50 cases of water off of a truck, got that taken care of, and then went ahead, went back up to my post. Then finally I was so drained, and everything inside of me was crippling badly in the upper chest. I sat down for a few minutes just to collect myself, instead of having to call AMR and stuff like that and get health services involved, so that way I could stay on post and then get the rest of the day done and over with. Well, the breaker comes over. I go on break after that. Then I come back and I'm asked to go down and talk to one of the uppers. Turns out I got in trouble for sitting down for 2 minutes. Sitting down for a couple minutes, I got in trouble for. When here I am about to collapse, I have a lot of stuff going wrong in my body at that moment, and I could feel it, and I chose to go ahead and just sit down. And while I was sitting, I had a little bit of common music on at a very low decibel, but what I was digging for was the sitting part. And then it was followed up, did you have your cell phone out? And I always answer truthfully, so I said, yes, I did. And it was like, all right. So I didn't get a write-up. It was more like a talking to. But at that point, I don't know. I want to push myself even now more so than ever before to look for something better. Maybe something closer to home, maybe something dealing in tech. Or even over here on this side of town, over on Kirkman area, there's quite a large amount that goes on over here. And see what else is truly available and just start throwing my application resume out there for any of them. It's funny, I talked about this morning. Did some work. Needed to take a quick couple minutes sit down. And then I get in trouble for that. Instead of calling for health services and causing a big thing, where they send the ambulance out to go ahead and check me. I guess that was the alternative I should have done. I don't know. But I've learned by now with this issue, as soon as I get the spike on the left-hand side and then it radiates over, if I go ahead and I sit down or I just get my mind to readjust for a moment, I can usually get through it. That's the one thing that I have learned so far about this. But truthfully, this isn't lasting. This isn't gonna work out much longer. And I need to find something better. Because really, this isn't working out. And I realize that. Now I'll do what I have to get myself in better health. But at the same time, I also need to find myself a better job. Because on top of that, if I go and I have a talk with HR about the situation, I know what's going to be said of, you need to get a doctor's slip. Problem is, I ran out of my occurrences with their insurance plan that they set you on, which you only have 9 occurrences. God, why did I have to get the influenza type B crap? You know, I should have never even gone to urgent care. Then I would have had an available appointment that I could have used. Darn. I could have also used that for a cardiologist too, that available appointment. But I can't change the past. But I got quite a bit of headhunting to do tomorrow to try to figure something out, something better. That's for sure. But for now, let's just go home. It's raining now, and it's just been one of those shit days, to be honest, where all you're thinking is that REM is gonna play Everyone Hurts on the radio. Let's get going. It's just one of those days. I'm sure you guys have had them too. Let's get going. Oh, and by the way, if you're also wondering why I'm willing to look for another job so quickly, it's because they just got done going through another hiring round for HHN. So, I am now more replaceable now than ever before. I could easily be replaced just like that within a second because they already have brand new people ready to go. So that's why I gotta figure something out. Because if I don't, and I wait, like I've been doing, thinking that I can get to be better, it's only gonna get worse. And on top of that, my health is gonna keep getting worse. Let's get going. Let's get home.
The same shirt.
Alright, now that I am finally home, it is time to go ahead. Shower, eat, edit, drink an Arnold Palmer,
Yes.
make out with a girl.
Okay.
There we go.
Ugh.
And enjoy a beautiful girl for the entire night. Tomorrow I'm so happy about being off.
Yes. Oh my.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
I think that's all to be said.
Yeah.
It's just one of those days.
It is.
I'll see you in the morning. Yeah, it's gonna be weird.
What?
We don't have to take Lily to the bus stop
I
tomorrow.
know. I don't know what we're gonna do.
I don't know. But I know what it'll end with. Take a guess.
Pizza.
Yay!
Yeah, it's Friday. I keep thinking for some odd reason today's like Saturday.
No.
I'm so used to her being off on Saturday.
Good night, everyone.
Good
We'll
night.
see you tomorrow.
But I know we won't give this up.